Remember, it's not just about Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, but also the next in command. It's going to be as much for J.D. Vance and Ted Cruz and about what their victories are going to signify too. However, for now, it appears that J.D. Vance's state, Ohio, has gone the red way. That's what the early trends and leads are showing. That according to American media, it says that 66% chance of winning for Donald Trump. We are quoting what the reports coming in US media. 66% chance of winning for Donald Trump. We'll see how that goes as and when counting is confirmed. But Donald Trump already showing the lead, not just in the states that we have already been mentioning, for example, Texas, but also Ohio, which is the home state of his vice presidential running mate, J.D. Vance. American media appears to be saying that 66% chance of Donald Trump winning the election based on early results. But it's apart from the states that he's either showing a lead or winning in. He's also ahead with 178 electoral votes. Kamala Harris lagging behind with about 99.
Hi, Republicans. We're doing really well. If you're in line, stay in line. Don't let them take you off that line. Vote. Stay in the line. They can't do anything about it. And vote. We're going to win it big. Thank you. Republicans, we're doing really well. Stay on line. Don't get off line and vote. Make sure you get through and vote. We're going to have a big victory tonight.
Our Foreign Affairs editor, Geeta Mohan, is on the ground, and we'll go across to her in just a short while. But look at this. Remember, right now, because it's morning here, but for the night there in the USA, there would not be any sleeping. Kamala Harris, Donald Trump would be glued to their television screen, to all the updates coming in from their systems. While these are early trends, but the kind of trends that have shown the lead for Donald Trump, for example, or for Kamala Harris in their respective states where they're winning, they would be watching the results coming in, glued completely to what happens. And right now, remember, it's the magic figure of 270 electoral votes that are also needed, apart from, of course, how and why they are winning the states that they are. Look at that, 277 out of 538. The majority mark is 270, and that's the electoral vote also that they need. India today is on the ground, and the kind of gatherings that are coming across, we are told by our colleague Rohit Sharma that Donald Trump's team is ready with the finest of champagne bottles, but also eventually it will be about if and when that bottle is going to be popped. Look at that. The gatherings are already beginning. Remember, it's possibly close to midnight, and the people who've gathered, these are Donald Trump supporters. So the whole MAGA slogan that we had been hearing, Make America Great Again, in case it's absolutely confirmed in the next few hours that it doesn't take any delay with the results, the Trump supporters are ready and how to celebrate. I'm sure that there's also a Kamala Harris party that is also being planned. Rohit Sharma joins us for the latest on that. Rohit, very interesting results that are coming in. Even the running mates are winning their respective seats. What about Kamala Harris's running mate Ted Cruz? And importantly, tell me about this. For the viewer watching here in India, they are winning certain states and then there are electoral votes. What does that mean? What is that different? How is that crucial?
Well, it is maths at the end of the day. Look, the U.S. Constitution understood way back so many years ago that, if one state had more population and if that state, gets a lot of say in who gets to be the president, states like California and Texas would end up deciding who gets to become the U.S. president election after election, year after election. So what they've done is they've split the math and they've decided to give electoral votes depending on the population to each state, which means smaller states like Pennsylvania, like Michigan, like Minnesota, like Wisconsin still have an equal play in deciding who gets to become the U.S. president. And, Pooja, it is actually very, very good news for Donald Trump. I just got a note that says he's leading in Virginia. Now, Virginia was considered a solid blue, for at least for the last 4 election cycle. And he's leading by 15,000 votes in the state of Virginia. So music to the ears of all the Republican supporters there. I just got a text from a Republican supporter saying, hey, check this out. And yes, he's leading in Virginia. So Donald Trump could very well, be headed towards a very new path to victory. I mean, if he flips Virginia, then this is a flashback to 2016 when Hillary Clinton, lost that election. So we'll have to wait and watch again. We haven't, got all the votes yet, but the fact that he's already started to lead in Virginia is a warning signal for Kamala Harris.
Rohit, we have these visuals on our screen. The last press conference done by both Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, but already, and what is the time right now in Washington, D.C.? Because it appears that Trump supporters are already gathering. It's a massive gathering, I can see. They're waiting for possible celebrations, but they're also tracking very closely. Is that a similar nature that you see for Kamala Harris's supporters as well, where you are standing?
Absolutely. I'm standing right at the Harvard University. I just have to move away because it's too loud. There are people dancing and, there are live updates going on. They have a lot of people coming in. I've seen a lot of booze being carried away. So people are obviously in a celebratory mood. They want to be able to celebrate. But the news that they're getting is not what they would want to expect. They would want her to at least win in Virginia. Also, North Carolina, another big state, Pooja. He was close. He was close last time with President Biden, in a sense that for initially it looked like, Biden could pull it off. But he's doing exactly what he needs to do. He's also leading in the state of Georgia, another state that President Biden won by barest of margin, but he did win, and he's winning in Georgia. So people here, are trying to get news and updates from everybody at Kamala Harris. I mean, the mood is still happy. They still see a path. I mean, there is a mathematical possibility of Kamala Harris winning this, and we obviously haven't gotten to the states, the important swing states, but not the kind of news that they want to hear. But everybody's in a celebratory mode. They want to enjoy. It was a hard-fought campaign, and some people are just here to, soak it all in, put this behind, and they're hoping that America can come together as a nation after tonight.
Rohit, stay on with me because I want to play out a report that you sent us, like you're mentioning, about a watch party of Kamala Harris and the supporters. Basically, she's, of course, waiting. She's glued into the television screens. But the supporters are ensuring they keep the sentiment, momentum high, that it's almost celebration for them. But is it going to be eventually too? Let's take a look at this report by Rohit Sharma.
अमेरिका में चुनाव के रिजल्ट्स अब आने ही वाले हैं। ऐसा बताया जा रहा है कि प्रेसिडेंट डोनाल्ड ट्रंप कंटकी में आगे चल रहे हैं और आने वाले कुछ घंटों में थोड़ी बहुत स्थिति साफ जरूर हो जाएगी कि अमेरिका में कौन अगला राष्ट्रपति बन सकता है। लेकिन हम फिलहाल अभी हैं वाइस प्रेसिडेंट कमला हैरिस की इलेक्शन नाइट वॉच पार्टी / इलेक्शन नाइट पार्टी में, और इसका रीजन ये है कि कमला हैरिस ने हार्वर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी में ये निर्धारित किया कि वो एक स्पीच देगी। आज अभी इस वक्त अमेरिका में पोलिंग जारी है, मतदान जारी है। काफी ऐसे स्टेट्स हैं जहां पे अभी भी लोग वोट डाल रहे हैं, लोगों की कतारें लगी हुई हैं वोट डालने की। अमेरिका में वर्क के बाद, काम का दिन था आज, उसके बाद काफी लोग जाके वोटिंग करते हैं। और जब आज दिन में हमने काफी लोगों से बात की तो उनका ये कहना था कि लोगों को आज जैसे ही वो घर ऑफिस से निकलेंगे तो वो वोट डाल के घर जाएंगे और उसके बाद चुनाव के परिणाम टेलीविजन पे देखेंगे। कमला हैरिस के लिए आज एक थोड़ी सी खबर अच्छी ये आई कि उनके जो कैंपेन के लोग हैं उनका ऐसा मानना है कि नॉर्थ कैरोलिना जैसा स्टेट वो शायद जीत सकती हैं, और अगर वो नॉर्थ कैरोलिना जीत जाती है और नेवाडा जीत जाती है तो वो पेंसिल्वेनिया लूज करना अफोर्ड कर सकती है। मिशिगन, पेंसिल्वेनिया, नॉर्थ कैरोलिना, एरिजोना, जॉर्जिया, ये सारे स्टेट स्विंग स्टेट्स हैं, लेकिन कमला हैरिस को 270 कंफर्टेबली पहुंचने के लिए उन्हें पेंसिल्वेनिया जीतना जरूरी है और जहां पे मामला बहुत क्लोज होने वाला है।